Just like that, we're back to the Pacific Crest Trail. All right, we left Mazama Campground at Crater Lake National Park, and we are back on the Pacific Crest Trail. And our end goal of this section is Ashland, Oregon. And today we have about 20 miles of hiking. We're hoping that there isn't a lot of water along here, so we're heading for a lake because there's a couple of unreliable water sources that sound pretty disgusting. So we're gonna we tried to pack enough water to get us all the way to the lake today. So we'll have about a 20-mile water carry. But yeah, we got a burn forest to go through today. But we got started early to try and get ahead of some of the heat. So yeah, so let's get We're 6.5 miles into our day. We just left Crater National Park and we made it to the burn, which is where I wanted to get early in the day. So I think we have 5 or 6 miles through the forest that's burned like this. One thing that's nice about these burn forests is that you actually can kind of see things. You're not like in the trees. But in the heat of the day, it is not pleasant and there's no water, so or shade. So anyway, we're gonna make our way through this. Got another 9 by 9. Okay, it was 9:10, but 9 miles, quick and easy this morning. Because there's supposed to be a pond, like it's not a really good pond, but we wanted to see if it was filterable water. So anyway, Ned's dropped the pack and he's wandering around because it wasn't like easy to see off the trail. And so I don't know, we've heard that it's not super great. So we have enough water or fluids and stuff to get us through the day if we have to. But we were just curious and wanted to check it out. So Anyway, we're just taking a break, eating some snacks, eating some lunch, and resting up to do the rest of our day. We're shooting for 20 miles to this lake called Grass Lake. It's a little bit off the PCT, so we looked on all trails. So hopefully it's a good trail. There wasn't a lot of reviews on it. There is one reviewer that said it was really nice, had good camping spots. And that was like 6 years ago. So we'll see. We're just going to do it because we didn't want to dry camp. It's, 20 miles today and no water, and we would still have to keep going like almost another 20 miles. There could be like a possible stream tomorrow. So we're decided to try and do like, I think it's like a quarter mile off the trail, which we think is, that's not bad. So we're going to shoot for that. So we'll see what happens. There's Ned heading up there. We're climbing alongside this hill here. It's the cute little trees growing back in the burn. Better watch where I'm going. We're finally getting back into some green forest. It's not so dead. Get a little shade, hopefully. How you doing back there, Ned?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah, I miss the breeze we had out in the open, but I like the shade.
Yeah. There's a little breeze in here. Yeah. Kind of over these rocks today. Had a lot of rocks on the trail today. Okay, we're going off the PCT a little bit. I'm gonna go down to Seven Lakes Basin so we can camp at a lake tonight. All right, it's been about 20 miles and we just turned off at the Seven Lakes Basin Junction, and we're going to head down to a lake. There's supposed to be a couple lakes down here, and so I think it's probably about a half a mile down this way, and we're hoping that this will be a better option because there hasn't been any water for 20 miles, and so we're hoping we can camp here tonight so we can start the day with water. This is our home for the night. We're just kind of up above Grass Lake. You can see it through the trees there. But someone's been here because there's a giant fire pit and a nice flat spot for us to hang out and put up our tent. I carried another Mountain Dew today. I don't drink soda very often, but man, when I'm backpacking, this hits so good. I love it to have soda after a hot day of hiking or midday, just as like a pick-me-up. Me and Ned just shared this. I drank it so fast. It was so good. I've got a hole in my sock, so I put some duct tape over it. It worked for today. Let's hope it lasts for the rest of this week. My socks are so dirty. We're at Grass Lake. Pretty sure it's called Grass Lake because there's a lot of grass.
And it's,
I'm gonna go check it out. Okay, we just took a little swim out into the grass lake. Has a kind of a grassy, mushy bottom, but it felt really good. Once I get in, at first it felt really cold, but then it was actually not cold. But that feels so refreshing after a hot day of hiking. It's just so beautiful. We're like the only people here.
yeah.
It's awesome. And some bees buzzing around.
No mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes, so that's nice.